There are some who will tell you that Night Sisters are no longer working versus meta in the arena. I beg to differ, my friends, and in this video, I'm going to show you how the Night Sisters can work against every single meta team. That's right, not one,
not two, not three,
but all the meta teams. Let's go! That is right, my friends. We're going to talk about Night Sisters in this video, and a huge, big, special thanks goes out to my friend Gamer Rigo, who is the mastermind behind this attack strategy and behind the teams that you are seeing. This is his footage of Night Sisters in the arena, and he is able to beat every single meta team. Now, against Trey Elite, a big disclaimer I will throw up there is he does lose battles some of the time. He is winning a lot more than he is losing. However, it's just kind of every once in a while the RNG just really goes against his way, and he does drop a battle here and there. That happens, I think, to the best of us, but he is winning most of those battles. Now, post rework for Night Sister Zombie, the Night Sister faction definitely changed quite a bit. Just in summary, you guys know that Night Sister Zombie's feed is now giving 20% of zombies max health to the rest of the team, so that's very good. Definitely incentive to gear her up. And this Horde changed quite a bit. We've got this new speed mechanic where she's going to gain 50% speed for taking attacks and not dying. She's going to lose 50% speed for taking attacks and dying, and she won't revive if that stacks to 100%. Minus 100% speed. And then she's also got a new ability, that Undying Sacrifice, that you need to have gear 10 to unlock. That's going to get rid of that minus 100% penalty. And then the first 2 times another Night Sister ally is defeated, they're going to revive and recover 100% of Night Sister Zombie's max health. So lots of incentive here to have Night Sister Zombie at a lot of health, which does require the gear. So let's break down each meta team and how this functions. So first, the Big Bear Trey Elite, I think, is probably still the consensus hardest team to beat in the meta right now, and that's going to be with Sith Trooper and Thrawn and the Triumvirate. He uses Talzin and Asajj lead interchangeably, probably more Talzin, but he does use Asajj. Sometimes it will work with both. The kill order that he is running here is Sith Trooper and Thrawn together. I'll talk about why they are together there and what you want to watch out for with Sith Trooper. And then he goes Traya, Sion, and saves Nihilus for last. Now, Sith Trooper is probably the one you want to take out first. And the big reason for this is you want to avoid attacking Sion. And these Night Sisters are going to have a lot of pain spread around. And as that pain is spread around, if you clear that taunt to try to go for Thrawn from Sith Trooper, then you are going to be forced likely to attack Sion instead, and you don't want to load him up. So instead, he prefers to leave the taunt on Sith Trooper unless he knows he can take out Thrawn. So if Thrawn, gets hit by Plague really hard, which does happen, and his health gets down, and you've got, okay, I can clear this, I can clear that taunt, go for Thrawn, take him out pretty quickly. Go for it. Otherwise, he goes for Sith Trooper and then tries to balance between Sion and Thrawn. After that, he's going to want to go for Traya, then Sion, and then saves Nihilus for last. Traya is just obviously a pretty big threat, and Nihilus, he's got such a big health pool that you waste a lot of time taking hits. He does tend to take an Annihilate. That's kind of a loss you just need to be okay with, but he is able to come from behind and win a lot of these battles. You see in a lot of these battles against Trey, it really looks like things are not going well, but he doesn't panic. He sticks to his strategy, and he's able to get the win. A lot of times these Night Sisters, what makes them so effective is they are a come from behind team where they're able to revive, they're able to heal, a lot of those annoying mechanics, and obviously slowly chip away at you with the Plague. Plague is nice, but against Trey Elite, it doesn't do nearly as much as it will against other teams, and that is okay. Don't panic because it's not doing as much. In fact, the person that it tends to do the most against is going to be Thrawn in this set. All right, you guys are also seeing a lot of Palpatine lead. How does this work against Palpatine lead? He likes to use Asajj lead for more turn meter control against Palpatine. He does say that Talzin can work. He just prefers to use Asajj. Try to prevent Thrawn and Vader from taking the first turn, if at all possible, so you can do some damage in the opening. The kill order here is Palpatine and then Thrawn first. Palpatine, what he has noticed, a lot of people will go for Thrawn first, and so that actually caught my eye when he said, I'm going for Palpatine first. First of all, Palpatine's squishy, and so it's pretty easy to burn through him pretty quickly. But the bigger reason why he's going for Palpatine first is because the stuns really throw off the Night Sisters. They don't have super high tenacity. They're going to take a lot of those stuns, and so he wants to get Palpatine out of there ASAP, and then Thrawn. After that, you just kind of have to gauge where the battle is at right now. Who is the biggest threat in the battle to you right now? And that is who he goes for first. That's really a case-by-case scenario based on how the other team is modded. What is giving you issues when you fight this team generally? That's who you're going to want to go for first. Talia, in this respect, can be really helpful against Palpatine, but he has also used Spirit as well, and so I'm showing some footage of that working. All right, now against Bastila Lead, this is also going to work really well. It's really not that hard at all. A lot of times you can just hit auto from the get-go, but what he does do is he wants to have Talzin in there in the leadership spot, and he's going to be able to kill General Kenobi first, and then he just hits auto. So make sure you get General Kenobi out of there, manage that, and then hit auto. He does mention if Old Ben is in there, you can leave him for last as long as you can manage the taunt. But I mean, by and large, the Night Sisters are well equipped to face these Bastila teams. It's just a matter of, it takes a little bit to develop too, by the way. But I mean, as you can see, he does pretty well against Bastila Lead. The next meta team, Commander Luke Skywalker with Chewbacca. This is still a very new team, and it seems to me to be mostly an offensive team. I have not seen too many reports of people struggling to beat Commander Luke Skywalker and Chewie. I'm a bit disappointed about that, to be honest. But he does use Talzin Lead against CLS and Chewie. The kill order is pretty simple. He takes the tank out first, then Han, then Chewie. Now, what you do want to be careful of when you're going against Commander Luke Skywalker and Chewie is to try to keep Chewbacca stunned. That has helped him a lot to have a lot more sure victories against the Commander Luke Skywalker and Chewbacca sets, just because Chewbacca, I mean, when he's going to be able to do a lot of damage, his kit has a lot of utility. You want to keep him stunned so that he's not disrupting your flow of battle nearly as much. And then finally, my friends, we have got Rey Jedi Training Lead, and lean in. Please come with me. This is the hardest one out of all of them. This attack strategy is going to be very complex. It's going to be very challenging, and you are going to be in jeopardy of losing all of these battles, my friend, because what you need to do is you need to take your finger all the way to the top left of your screen and hit that auto button, my friends. And if you don't hit the auto button just right, maybe auto won't be engaged. You'll leave your phone. It'll time out. You need to make sure you hit that auto button. Just hit auto, my friends, and this should work very well. He has had no issues whatsoever with Rey Jedi Training teams. Maybe if you have a team if your mods are inferior and there is a Jedi Training Rey team that is really well modded, maybe you won't be able to get away with that. But for him, his team is obviously modded pretty well. The Rey Jedi Training team in his shard is modded pretty well. He's able to just hit auto, and he calls it a day, my friends. All right, my friends, I hope this video was helpful for all you Night Sister fans out there. Now, I know a lot of you don't care to run Night Sisters. That's me. I'm not farming them. I am just waiting for that light side meta to return. I am so tired of the Traya meta. I cannot articulate clearly enough to you, my friends, how tired I am of this Traya meta. But for those of you who love to go against the grain with the Night Sisters, I know there's like a cult following of the Night Sisters in this game. I hope this video brings you guys some hope. You can make them work. They will work against every meta team that we've got currently. I even know that they work against Troopers. Gamer Rigo was telling me there is one guy who tries to run Troopers, and when he puts General Kenobi in his team, that guy is having a hard time beating his Night Sisters team, even with his Troopers, which to me kind of blows my mind. That may be a mods thing, I don't know, but that is their case, and I do like seeing these things in the live game when possible instead of in a test account, which is kind of a sandbox area. So let me know what you guys thought, all of you Night Sister fans out there. If you are running Night Sisters or if you are a Night Sister fan, let me know down in the comments below. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to the channel. Don't miss all of the latest content that I'm pushing out every Tuesday, every Thursday, and every Friday with live streams where I can. Thanks for joining me for the video, my friends, and as always, my brothers, don't forget.
For my dead body. Sorry about the mess.